Good afternoon. Today I'm going to demonstrate on assisting in bone marrow aspiration. This is a procedure which involves uh, taking a sample of a liquid part of the soft tissue of the inside the bone. And the purpose of this is to determine cancer and to diagnose bone marrow disease. So in every procedure, uh, you should check the order of the doctor if there is an order of the physician for bone marrow aspiration. Then after that, you let the patient sign the consent. Then gather all the equipments needed. I have here the equipments needed: the sterile gloves, the gauze, then specimen bottle, the betadine to disinfect the area, and I have also here the cotton with betadine. Then the lidocaine 2%, then the three-way stop cup, the syringe, and the spinal needle. Uh, since my patient is a child, so the needle I prepare is 2.5 inches. So assuming this is the spinal needle. Okay, so, and when entering the patient room, greet the patient. Greet the patient. Sir, good morning. So introduce yourself. I'm Irish, your nurse. Then you should explain the patient the procedure. So sir, this procedure will help you to determine your bone marrow if there is any problem, or to determine cancer. Okay? So and then you after that you in every procedure always remember to wash your hands. So wash hands, wear gloves, sterile gloves, and then so wear gloves. Then position the patient. Position the patient. Then expose the area. Expose the area. The common site for bone marrow aspiration is the posterior iliac crest. So diri mo siya apart. So expose the area. Then disinfect the area using the betadine. Prepare from inner to outer. So then drip the site. Then do not forget that every before and after procedure you should have the vital signs of the patient: the BP, the RR, the pulse rate, and the temperature. Then inform the doctor that the patient is ready for the procedure. Then the doctor will be the one to aspirate the bone marrow of the patient. Then all we have to do as a nurse is to observe the patient if there is any abnormalities. And then after the procedure is completed, the specimen bottle, place the sample to the specimen bottle, then send to the laboratory. Do not forget to write the name of the patient and then the date and the type of the specimen. Then send to the laboratory, and then take the vital signs of the patient, do aftercare, and then you should record the procedure. Do a documentation. And after the procedure, place the patient in comfortable position. Then take vital signs and then do documentation. That's all.